What is going on, everybody? Back on it. Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 episode 20. It's been a great season. Now I've been told, because I just needed to know for myself if it wasn't like a spoilerish level, that like she is dead. Like Nobara is dead up to wherever they're in the manga, which I guess is essentially years later. There's still been, well, my thing is like, why is it even still being speculated? Like there's a lot of like truthers out there, or juicers, whatever you want to call them, believers. Like there's rumblings out there like, well, it's never been confirmed if she's dead. Like, is she dead or is she not? Or are people just like coping? Are we inhaling our own copium, or like what is the deal here? Is like, because this incident is eventually going to end. Do we not like collect the dead or what remains of them and bury them properly, or do what we can? Like, why is there even whispers out there in the manga community that like, well, she could be, could she be, or is she not? From what the majority of people have been telling me is that she is dead. I don't know if there's this like super secret conspiracy theories that she could or couldn't be, or like there's never been like a burial or a funeral, or like I don't know. I don't know if there's people that are just copying out there, or what, but I'm gonna assume she's dead. Supposedly it's been years later in the manga, and but like, what do you mean there's no signs of her? Like, is she dead or is she not? I don't know. For right now, I'm taking it as she's dead. Hopefully she is dead, because again, I hate death fake outs, and that would be like the ultimate years down the line death fake out. What's gonna happen with Itadori, I have absolutely no idea, because he doesn't have free access to Sukuna's powers, nor does he have the proper training, or I guess anything to where like, there's not going to be a surge of rage curse energy power. I don't think there's not going to be a Naruto Nine-Tails situation, or a Gon from Hunter x Hunter situation where he just like gives it up, sacrifices it all, does whatever he needs to do to get this power to take down Mahito. At this point in the story, regardless that Nobara died in his face, Nanami died in his face, Gojo's been sealed, and just like all this tragedy that's happening around him, he does not possess the power to beat Mahito, no matter the rage, sadness, or emotion. So what does he do here? I don't think Mahito dies here or dies anytime soon. He's gonna need help or something. He himself does not possess the power. We've got 5 episodes left. This whole Shibuya incident has to be wrapped up. What's going on with Mei Mei in the fake ghetto, and then the whole Mahito situation. Besides that, I don't know what else we need to cover within the next 4 to 5 episodes before it ends. And I brought this question up in my Discord, like, can Jujutsu Kaisen only go down from here? The season has been one of those seasons, like one of those like peak, one of the best seasons of like any anime that I've seen. Like, it's up there in discussion. I had to sit there and really go through it in my head of like, Attack on Titan season 3 and Tokyo Ghoul the first season, and maybe even season 2, and just like other things that kind of pop into my head. But like, how do you reproduce this type of just peak? Like, we're talking 20 straight episodes. There's been a couple that have been, down, but for the most part, we're talking 80 to 90% of this season has been just like banger after banger after banger. Animation be damned, it has still been good. How do you follow this up? And I've had a lot of people say in the Discord and that are anime that do the manga that the Shibuya incident is their favorite of all of Jujutsu. So it's natural to them that like the rest of the content does take a step down and Shibuya is their favorite. But man, I don't know how you reproduce this, but I don't know what this man is gonna do. He doesn't possess the power to defeat Mahito. So we'll see. Just having good memories of what it used to be, and now we just cut to her dead oh, they actually showed it. I saw so much copium from other reactors like, well, they didn't show her face, and maybe it was just a little bit, and yada yada yada, and I was getting manga panels sent to me of her like caved in skull. Oh, not through her botched out eye hole do they just show us that view, the POV. He's losing it. Look at the animation change, the animation. Let it out, buddy. And then Mahito just jumps his ass. Oh! And then Mahito busts out the black flash. Is Mahito like a peak? Is he like one of the best out there in any anime antagonist? I'm loving this. Because we know like Itadori doesn't die here, so there's no like, we're not like taking this as a threat, like, oh no, don't kill him please. He's not gonna die. But Mahito is kind of like one of the best things going in across anime right now, no? Just a villain that doesn't care, has no remorse. There's no sad backstory on why he is what he is. He is just the definition of evil, and he's killed our main character's teacher, his friends, all in front of his face, and does not care. Because there's no, Itadori's not saving himself here. Somebody's gonna have to come help us. Oh! My besto friendo! Where is he? Oh, Lord. Why do they got him walking in like this? Okay, Todo. Todo's in my top 5 favorite characters, so for him to show up, I want to see them run the 1v1. I love where they went with that, by the way. I'm so glad that it wasn't rage that sparked him or power within. Like, Itadori just lost. He lost this entire arc, this entire Shibuya. He lost. He lost to Chozo, lost his teacher, lost Nobara, lost to Mahito. Like, he just loses. There's no power up. Nothing's gonna make him get the power, come back. And like, sometimes it's okay to kill off main cast members, and sometimes it is okay to have the main character just lose. Especially when we know as a viewer, the main character is never going to be a threat to die. So if we know that he has the plot protection of main character, it's okay to show him lose. He's going to bounce back, things are going to change, things are going to happen. I really love what they did right there. And now, Todo, let me see this. Physically, maybe he could get up and like give it a go, but mentally, we're tapped. He's got to get that out of his system. Todo, you gotta Todo, you gotta stand up for us, man. Todo, it's so simple, but it's so great. Yeah, it's so simple. You know what he's doing, but like, it's so simple that you can't, it's so complicated. Where Todo gets that from, the what woman is your type? He got that from the first special grade sorcerer, the chick, right? That was talking to Geto at the beginning of this season. Any future injuries, probably. Yeah, he can't. What does this do? Just like, okay, pause pain. They better keep her dead, is all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That might not get addressed until season 4, season 5 of Jujutsu, but bring her back for what? Just to say she's alive? She's gonna be so far behind power-wise and what's going on in the world that she serves no purpose, but we'll see. And Mahito's like evolving, bro. Like, this man's turning into a big problem. He already is a big problem. He's leveled up and he already was a problem. Oh! He switched places with Yuji. The animation style of this episode has been all over the place. What they opened the episode with, what their regular animation is, this crazy loose animation. There's been like 5-6 different animation styles. It's been insane. All right, so Itadori had his moment, cried, got it out of his system, and now we're feeling better. The problem is, what are we supposed to do with him? What do you do with Mahito, by the way? Do we have anything, like, what's the plan here? Like, we're just gonna keep beating him, and hoping that he wears down? Like, oh, you didn't have to ruin the shirt. You could have just taken it off. And what is going on with Mei Mei? An adult needs to check on her and her little brother, by the way, number 1. But what the hell is going on? She wanted to, like, meet the real him and all this type of stuff, and as it gets to that moment, he gets killed. I don't know if this would be a moment of closure for the both of them, or... Well, not closure for the both of them, because I don't even know if it's closure for him, because I don't even really technically know what that actually is. I'm so curious how this arc gets resolved. Like, does Mahito and the fake Ghetto, do they just leave, or like, do just too many sorcerers show up that they decide to just cut their losses? And fuck, now we don't know which one's the real one to actually touch us. So Mahito's acknowledging that he's getting to his limit here too. He's trying to go for Todo first. Oh shit, why did they give that train sound? He can't clap. Oh, what did he clap with? Weren't his hands separated? How did he clap? How the hell did he get that clap off? Because the blades were at his head. He switched it fast enough to clap? Soaring through the cosmos and shit. Looking like Todoroki from My Hero in the first season, just like gliding on his ice and fire at the same time. And all the vestiges are connecting over here. They're going in on this, huh? Jeez. Alright, Netero, calm down. Well, we about to just call this a day, or what? We're gonna keep doing this, or what? I guess we're just gonna keep at this. And that's my question, like, how does this end? I don't know. I do not know how this ends. Unless, I think it's gonna be up to Mahito running out of juice. Mahito's serious, and I love how he like pokes at Itadori. I love how he just pokes at him, pokes at him, pokes at him. I don't know if this is this like episode? Okay. We had some craziness going on. I thought the best shot of the entire, I mean, there were so many shots. I thought the Mahito Black Flash was insane and will probably be the thumbnail. Thought that was the best. Another great episode. It's definitely elevated with Todo being in the episode for sure. At least for me, Todo's one of my favorite characters. He's definitely in top 5. Him, Toji. We can sit here and go through the list, but we'll just leave it at that. Again, so I just had that big discussion at the beginning of like, well, some people say, you know, she's not dead, could be. It was never like fully confirmed. They hinted at, there was never a body, there's never a... And then they plant seeds like this here. He's like, I'm not saying she's dead, but she could be. I'm not saying she... We'll see what happens with that. Like I said, you guys know where I stand on it. Hopefully she actually is dead, because what's the point in giving us this crazy backstory of her that took 10 minutes of half of an episode to do all this, to do all that, to have her head explode and all this type of stuff just for her to like pop back up. I hate when animes do that. I'll call it out every time. Argue with your echo in a cave, whatever you want to do. So we'll see what happens with that. It's great. Mahito's gonna come out of this stronger, as is Itadori, as is Todo. They're all over here leveling up. I don't know how this ends. Like I said, do Mahito and the fake Ghetto, because they're the only two things left, right? Jogo's dead. I forget what the plant one's dead. Everything, the Dogon or whatever his name was, dead. It's just Chozo, Mahito, and the fake Ghetto. Those are the only 3 things going. Chozo's mental, who knows what he's seeing still right now. Ghetto accomplished what he wanted to accomplish. We've got Gojo sealed, and he's running out of juice. So I'm just going to assume that they just like tap out and call it a day. I'm not actually sure. We'll end up see what goes with that. I do want to see, like, I don't know if it's actually going to be a fight, but I do want to see the Mei Mei and the fake Ghetto like go at it a little bit there. I don't know if it's much of a fight, but I would like to see it. This stuff is great though, and like I said, Mahito is great because I love how there's no redeeming for him. I don't know the shows that you guys have seen, but I'm gonna start rattling off some. So if you haven't seen like Naruto and some other shows, there's no like Madara coming out of this, or Obito or Nagato or like other type of things where like, okay, what's driving this villain? Like, can he be talked down? What's the reason here? Does he feel bad but knows he has to accomplish his goal no matter what? There's nothing, there's no history. Like, the man is just a born curse from the world of people. There's no talking to him, there's no reasoning, he's just evil. And I love when like there's gonna be no like talking him down. He's either gonna have to be defeated by someone that has the power to do so, or he's just gonna keep killing and keep fucking shit up. I think it's great, and I love how he just keeps like pestering and poking and pestering and poking at Itadori. It's great. I kind of wanted to see Itadori just like curl up in a ball and like just go sit in the corner while Todo does what he can against Mahito, but when they're on screen, it seems to be that the two of them are always going to fight together. Hopefully Itadori's over it. We keep it going. We keep it moving. And we'll go from there. The Mekumaru stuff and the others showing up. I don't, like, again, maybe they're just too many sorcerers end up showing up and they've already bled too much energy that they just decide to get out and call it a day. But we'll see. We've got 4 episodes left. That's up there for sure. Again, you add Todo into the mix, just like you add Toji into the mix. When they're on screen, it's obviously going to elevate the episodes for me. So that's, of these, so we've got, what, 20 so far? That's probably in my top 5 for sure of the episodes. But what is Mahito's goal here? He's like, you know, Itadori's soul is at this level, but he knows that, like, well, I don't know if he knows that, because I've been told that, like, Sukuna can't take over his body. Even if Itadori's about to die, the fingers would just be lost. Like, that's just it. You know, he can't switch over. I always thought if Itadori was weakened enough that he couldn't maintain it, but who knows the specifics on that. But if he tries to touch his soul, isn't he going to activate Sukuna, though? Not activate Sukuna like Sukuna will take over his body, but Sukuna's not going to let him take that over. I don't know the specifics on that. But regardless, great episode. Another banger. Again, I had people tell me this was another banger. I said, I won't believe it till I see it. Hey, I believe it. So go ahead and leave it there. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,